They took me out to the nicest men's store, bought me 4 suits. 6 months later, bought me 4 more 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 suits. Bob Rogers, the great pastor in Louisville, Kentucky, I was with him just a few Sundays ago, turns to me on that night, Sunday night, and he said, "What are you doing tomorrow?" I said, "What would you like to do?" He said, "God told me to buy you some clothes." Nancy Harmon calls me over to her house. I walk in, there's clothes everywhere, suits and sweaters. And I said, "Where's all these clothes come from?" She said, "God told me to buy you some clothes." Dewey Friedel, the chaplain of the New York Yankees in New York, leans over on a Sunday night and said, "What are you doing tomorrow?" I said, "What would you like to do?" He said, "God told me to buy you some clothes." The next day, he's picking out $2,000 suits, and in walks Dr. Rob Thompson from Chicago. He said, "You're buying some clothes?" He said, "Yes." He said, "I might as well buy him some too." I'm in Hong Kong at Sammy Taylor's, my favorite custom place there, where they were trying to get me all kind of shirts and all kind of suits. And in walks Dr. David Sumrall from Manila, Philippines, with Dr. Rob Thompson from Chicago. And they said, "You're buying some clothes?" I said, "Yes." And when they added up all the bills to everything I had asked for, and they pull out their credit cards and said, "We're not going to let you buy any clothes for yourself," and bought all of those clothes. Dr. Todd Kuntz, how many shirts was it you sent me from there? How many? Seemed like it was 12 or 36 or 20. But he asked me, he was there, weren't you? You was there. "How many shirts do you want?" So I told him. I'm getting to be a genius at receiving.